talk to you guys about some little personal stuff, because for right now, honestly, I cannot make a video while playing a game, and I was really hungry, so I'm just going to eat pizza while I fucking do this video, because you didn't subscribe for content, you subscribed for me. But yeah, like I just want to talk, honestly. I think that's all I really want to do. Just talk, right? Just talk. And I want to talk about something that I always talk about on this fucking channel. Dating. Dating is one of the best and worst things in the entire fucking world. It's the way for you to socialize on a romantic level. It's the way for you to, get used to everything that goes around you in the world. Unless you do long distance shit, then that's really not that fun. Yeah, you can get across the seas nudes, but that ain't really much. The main thing I want to talk about is rejection, because that shit's nice. So let me say this right now and say this as soon as possible. I am not sure if I was rejected. I just know that it's probably going down a really bad hole. A while ago, I was asked to ask this girl out. The reason why I was asked, because everyone said, hey, this girl would probably be perfect for you. And when I introduced myself to her for the small 5 seconds that I decided to talk to her, it was just like, damn, Deontay, you really need some fucking confidence in yourself before you even start doing shit like that. I don't like to really bring myself out of my shell too much. Honestly, it's extremely uncomfortable. But at the same time, it's like, well, you gotta do it. You live on this fucking planet with 7 billion different people. You better start fucking doing shit. It is kind of an issue, getting myself out of that shell and stuff. Long distance relationships are super easy. You just text people over fucking messages. That's easy. It's not hard. Actually very simple, because you don't have to really show your emotions in front of someone else. They can read it, and it's really hard to interpret someone's emotions via text. As a guy, right? It's really hard to kind of date someone. It's really difficult. That's one of the hardest things. It's first off finding someone that is willing to accept you for who you are. That's a strong one. That's a really, really strong one. Especially with my look. I just feel like I'm scary most of the time. I feel like most of the time I'm just terrifying looking. People look at me and they're like, holy shit, that guy's, it's cool, but it's scary as fuck. There's a lot of moments where it's like, man, I really wish I was normal, at least. I don't know. I feel like I wish I was normal. And then times I'd man, being normal is fucking stupid. It's so boring, and it's such a normal life. It's there's no excitement, there's no trial and error. Or at least if there is, it's an equal amount of it, so it's well, that balances out. But yeah, trying to get into a relationship is hard as fuck, because it's you have to, as a guy, I don't know if females actually understand this, but you actually have to go to that person that you have some feelings towards and talk to them for the first time, right? And as a guy, it's really hard, because I'm a guy, right? And I'm terrified of women. Let me explain why I'm terrified of women. I'm terrified of them because I can't understand them. I try really fucking hard, and I think I understand the situation, I think I understand their emotions, and then I'm wrong. Trying to understand a woman is like the Da Vinci Code, right, to normal people. It's very complex, it's very misleading, and when you think you got it, you never really have it. Because I ask a lot of questions, I like to understand from a different perspective, because that's who I am. I'm a centrist. I like to understand every perspective before I make a conclusion. That's typically what I like to do. As a guy, when you have to go up to that girl and you have to make that committed choice of, I'm gonna do this, and you have to first off convince yourself to fucking do it, because nothing is more nerve-wracking, right? Nothing is more terrifying than the first couple times you ask someone for their number or on a date, right? I realized how much I don't do that. I limited myself so much to long distance relationships, because it was just well, that's the only thing I can really get. It's the only type of people that I can get are people that are extremely fucking far away. I get it, I do, but at the same time, I hate it. It's harder to say what you have to say in person than it is to say it by your phone, right? And I really want to get out of that habit of saying anything out of my phone, really. I mean, I'll say things out of my phone, easily, right? I'll go text somebody, whatever, not a problem. But I feel like it's a lot more heartfelt when you say it in person. It's a lot more, important to you. Obviously, it's so much of an importance that you're willing to go in person to do it, right? That's kind of the motive that I wish I had. I wish I had that drive to want to do things a lot more in person. And I do. I really do want to do things, a lot more things in person. But that climb is a fucking bitch. I try to understand where, the female's coming from in this position, right? This blue-eyed, blue-haired guy comes up to this girl, shorter than him, so obviously he looks kind of big, but Not only is he big, he's kind of terrifying looking, you know, and he comes up to her and he asks her for her number. And that's it. It's like, that's not an accomplishment at all. That's actually like, what did you get? Yeah, you worked up the courage to go talk to her, but like for what, 5 fucking seconds, and that was it. Oh my god, I feel so stupid. So fucking much. Like, in the past, I've done this a lot, where I just wait till the girl says something, but it's like, that's not her job. It's mine. If I want something to happen, I gotta fucking do something about it. And there was one time, though, when I was trying to get this one girl, and actually it worked out in the end, which I don't know why I've not really committed that much anymore to that. I basically let her know in person that I liked her, right? That I liked her and I wanted to go on a date with her, but I didn't want to make things awkward because we also worked in the same place. And one of the hardest things to do is try to get in a relationship with someone you work with or work close nearby. It's like, it's kind of weird because you're always going to see them. Not my situation. But in that time period, it was like that. She literally worked with me. So it was like, nigga, do something. But at the same time, it's so hard because you got to make that decision of, are you willing to make your workspace also an awkward situation? Because I've also had the situation where that did not go so well. I would go and ask a girl that I'm working with out, and then the relationship didn't work out. That's terrifying. Because once the relationship doesn't work out and you still work with that person, it's just weird. And you're trying to avoid seeing each other as much as possible, but it's hard as fuck because you literally work in the same place. I hate it. I really do. I hate everything about dating, but I love it at the same time. So like, when you ask someone out, right, you go up to them. As a guy, you have to go up to the girl and ask her out. You can't have her go up to you and ask you out. If she does that, that is a fucking miracle. But most of the time, you will never see that. I think I've only gotten that. I don't think I've ever gotten that. No, I've never gotten that. I've never had a girl come up to me and ask me out. I've always had to be the person to push forward. I have always had to be that guy. I had to be the guy to commit to himself, convince himself that he's worthy enough to do this, and then do it. And usually in the past, I was actually a lot better, but now I'm just trying to keep things very simple and formal and try to be straightforward about things. And being too straightforward could also be seen as like weird and creepy, and I just don't really like myself too much when I do that. And that's what I did. That's what I fucking did. And the thing is, it's like, getting to know someone is so much easier when you're comfortable doing it, right? When you're comfortable getting to know new people. And I usually am, but I don't know what happened. Like, I really can't explain to you how uncomfortable I was doing it. I think it was because how many people were pushing me to do it, right? It's like, I like to do things my way. I don't like to do things how other people do it. I get it, right? 10 years ago, you were in your fucking prime and you decided to go out of your way to go ask this person out. Awesome. I'm not you. Like, that's not how I work. It's not how I function. I function on a different wavelength, right? I don't function on the same wavelength. I'm thinking about everything like twice as hard as you are. It's like, I didn't get rejected. Or at least I don't think I did. I don't know. I got the number, so I mean, like, that means something. But like, it doesn't mean anything if it doesn't go anywhere, right? And like, how do you make it go somewhere? Well, you have to actually step out of your comfort zone. You actually have to be the drive. You have to put that shit in fucking drive and just fucking floor it. That's the only way for you to actually get any type of relationship to move forward, is if you push yourself to do it. And it sucks because I fucking hate that I have to do that. Also, the only way for you to also do that is in person. Doing it by call, doing it by text is garbage. Don't do it that way. You will not get results. And if you do, you have to be in high school or like middle school or elementary school, because it's the only way that stupid shit would fucking work. When you're an adult, that does not work at all. That literally does not work. You cannot go up to someone, ask for their number, and then only talk to them via text. That's retarded, right? You can't say more words via text than you can in person, right? Your words per your time to words ratio has to be more than it is in person than it is by texting. It's a fun fucking lesson, isn't it? I hate it, personally. I wish I could just, erase my fucking existence right now, but I can't. I'm trying to figure out myself a lot in these situations when I talk about these type of stuff in videos, and then I try to, like, collect my thoughts. I go to therapy tomorrow, so that's great. I try to collect my thoughts a little bit, and then talk about it, and hopefully I can make an understanding to other people so other people understand where I'm coming from. I'm so uncomfortable ain't like talking to other people until I'm comfortable, and once I'm comfortable, it's great, it's golden, right? I can talk to you literally about anything, but I can't do it if I don't know who you are, unless if someone else I know is there, right? A wingman. I didn't have any wingmen. I had a lot of enforcers. A lot of people that were just like, no, you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do it, and you're not gonna waste any time. Because everybody's like, oh, you always gotta keep your options available. Always keep asking out girls. You're so young. You shouldn't be sitting down and sitting yourself into this relationship. Into a relationship when you're so young. You got so much time. And it's like, but that's kind of what I want. Like, I kind of want to, I don't want to settle down, but I kind of want to just, you know, take my options very heavily into consideration. That's just kind of how it is. Because it's like, as a guy, your options are very thin. It's like, unless you're fucking gorgeous, that's like the only way. You have to be gorgeous or like insanely smart. Preferably both. Most people usually go for both. I work at my job, right? And at my job, I talk to a lot of people and I have a lot of conversations. And a lot of people usually end up saying something, or I end up saying something, and we have a really good conversation. It's usually like, I can go with that, right? But if I have literally nothing to go off of, and only because everybody's fucking pushing me, it sucks fucking balls. I don't like making anyone uncomfortable, especially a female, because I don't know what she's capable of fucking doing. Like, shit, like, girls are fucking crazy, dude. Like, you guys, you don't understand. There's shit you can do that'll petrify me. Like, it'll just fuck me up for the rest of my fucking existence. You would never even fucking know it. It could be a passing comment. It'll fuck my life. I remember one time one of my exes called me average. That hurt. That shit hurt. I was trying to be extraordinary, dude. Try to go for a 9. She gave me a 5. That shit hurt me, man. No, I have a lot of times, a lot of moments where it's like, I wish that I just ballsed up and just fucking do it. And it's gonna deep down to go into regret, right? Here's a great situation. I asked someone out for their number, and that was it. I had no conversation with this person whatsoever. And I really wish I fucking did. And then I made it weird by just walking away. Because right now I passed the beating bush, right? I passed the first step, the hardest step, actually getting her number. But also, it would have been a lot easier to do such thing for me if I just talked to her like a normal person. But I feel like as guys, right, we go into a conversation trying to gain a relationship out of it, right? That's not too bad. That's actually a pretty good reason to do it. But there's ways of doing it, right? The thing I'm terrified of is me being considered too fucking weird, and or like creepy, or like, I don't know, too like underly confident. Like, it's like, I mean, I am, but like, I don't want you to know that. Like, I'm trying to figure this shit out myself. I don't fucking know. If I was to grade myself out of getting this person's number out of 100, I'd give myself a 43 because I got the number. But I didn't do anything leading up to that conversation. So it was like, I don't know. My God, I regret all of my life choices most of the time. And yeah, it's not fairly wrong. I regret that choice. Me personally, I don't date people that are not younger than me. I don't date people that are underage, right? Not legal, because that scares the fuck out of me. I hate dating people long distance. I genuinely fucking hate that shit, because there's literally no affection, and your boy kind of needs that shit. And then I felt really bad, right? Because, like, I talked to the people that talked to her, like, on a friend level at least. They were telling me about stuff about her and stuff. And how she, you know, is, like, her situation and stuff. And it's like, I felt really fucking bad that I did that. Because then I was just like, dude, she's not even trying to, like, look forward to some type of relationship at all, dude. Why the fuck am I bothering this girl? Like, this girl is, like, going through, like, the hardships of her fucking life. And I just show up like, hey, wanna give me a shot? It's like, nigga, what the fuck? You better just leave her the fuck alone. Granted, I didn't know the situation. Would have known if I actually talked to her. But it's like, dude, really? This is what you do? You just go for girls that are at the end of the fucking world? Which, some reason, always ends up being the case. I've never, not once, gone for a girl that wasn't already going through, like, massive shit. And granted, I can't really rule that thing out, because it's like, it's the girls that I'm attracted to typically, which is weird. Red flag, but I don't fucking know. It's like a fucking bull, dude. Just, God, I fucking love Antonio. This dude always is the fucking guy with a fucking plan, dude. This dude always comes in clutch.
and helps me out in these situations. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this video and call it a night because I am under a lot of stress right now. Well, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hit the like button if you did. Subscribe if you're brand new, and if you have a person that you have in mind that you like a lot, but you're not in a relationship with them, and you want to be, push that forward. Male or female, push that forward, because like it's gonna eat you alive if you don't. So see you guys in the next video. Later.